Hi guys, I'm in traffic, so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna quickly get out the word because I have like about 4 or 5 different things that I heard the Lord say last night. He did say embrace the change, okay? And he is talking about the elevation that is about to take place in many people's lives. Literally, the elevation that's about to take place in many people's lives. And the reason why he said embrace the change is because some of you guys, this is going to be so new to you. Like, you may have been so used to things not always working out for you, so used to things, not going right. And, all of a sudden now things are starting to take off, or things are starting to look good, and things are starting to, warfare is slowing down. And, it's not even that it slowed down. It's still probably amped up. It's just not affecting you like it used to. You know what I'm saying? And you have stepped it up when it came to like your prayer game, when it came to fasting, when it came to like just really trying to grow your relationship with God. And that's what actually helped many of us in our warfares, right? Through our warfare. But this change is going to be a bit surreal because, how do I explain it, God? He said newness and shyness. Newness and shyness. So, newness and shyness. It's like when you receive something, it's like you're having a new experience, and it does tend to reveal some shyness. It's like being shy that you're finally getting a glimpse of your success, or a glimpse of positive things happening, whether you just moved, whether you just got into a relationship. Some of you guys, that's what it's going to be actually, because God showed me something relating to that. Some of you guys, it's going to be you're entering your marriage, your engagement, your relationship, and there's some shyness because you may have been single for so long. Some of you guys, you may have lived in like a certain area for so long that now that God has moved you somewhere that's more safe and a bit more, it's like a level up from what you're used to, an elevation of what you're used to. So it may be like moving from the hood to moving into a nice house, things like that. Like, some of you guys, it may be business, your business finally taking off, or you're finally getting it off the ground, and you know what I mean? So whatever it is, there is a newness. And, a part of the newness is the work that you guys been doing on yourself. Like I said, getting closer to God, fasting, and all of that, right? Praying. The work that you have been doing behind closed doors, it was not easy. And God may have told you to do certain things that was not easy. But every time God told you to do something, you were obedient. You are obedient. You decide to cut ties with certain people. You stop doing certain things. You see what I'm saying? And your obedience is what is bringing in this newness of elevation. So because you are now a whole new person, right? There's also going to be a lot of new things that are going to be associated with you, that are going to be attached to you. And these new things you're not used to. These new things are positive. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like elevation. It's like, when a lot of us have not experienced this because many of us haven't won the lottery before, but there's many of us who have went from being in a very bad situation to God taking us out and putting us in a better situation. And I can honestly say, even from my experience, you do get a bit of shyness, and you do start to feel like, oh my gosh, do I even deserve this success, God? Are you sure I deserve it? And it's like you're so shy. Do you see what I'm saying? So many of you guys are going to experience that. It's like someone winning the lottery and their life changes overnight. They go from maybe being homeless to all of a sudden, wow, I can finally buy my dream house. I could finally open my dream business. I could finally go back to school and get my dream career. Like, you know what I mean? Like your life changing like that, basically. Like that, okay? So I just want to let you know that God said there is going to be an elevation because he definitely said the word elevation. There is going to be an elevation, but he said he wants you to embrace it. That was another important word he said, embrace the change. Okay, it, like I said, it does feel a little bit uncomfortable because you're not used to it, and you will have a sense of shyness, but God wants you to embrace it. And yes, you deserve it. You deserve it. Oftentimes, like, sometimes we go through so much in our lives and we receive something that's different that we have never received before, and sometimes we tend to think like, God, are you sure? Are you sure I should have this? Are you sure? And even today, I still do that. When God will tell me, hey, Steph, you've been obedient all month, go treat yourself to this. I'm like, God, are you sure? Are you sure? And I'll literally sometimes wait till last minute to get it, because I'm like really like contemplating on whether to do it. And God has to keep nudging me, and he has to keep showing me in my vision the very thing he wants me to get. He's like, yes, get it, you deserve it. And I'm like, okay. And then I'll buy it, and then I'll feel bad about myself because I bought it. I'll feel bad. And then he has to come in and be like, no, you deserve it. And then maybe like after having it for about a couple of days, I start to feel better, like, okay, yeah, I do deserve this, so it's a habit that many of us, even myself, we still have to break out of, right? So that's why he's giving you the heads up. I've already experienced this, so he's giving you the heads up because this is something that you're going to be going through as well. Like, imagine someone blessing you, with a new job opportunity that, you're able to earn more than what you originally were earning, and you're excited about it. It's what you prayed for. But then when you finally receive it, you start questioning whether you deserve it or not, right? So it's like that type of concept, it's like you're not used to, beautiful things happening in your life. And this is why God is going to bless you. Because many of us, we've been through so much. And one thing that God told me in the past was, he told me in the past that I need to be obedient and I need to listen to him, because just like a parent wants the best for their child, he wants the best for me. And he told me in the past that everything that was stripped from me, everything that I wasn't able to have, he said, I'm trying to give that to you. I'm trying to give that to you, but I need you to listen to me, your mother, your father. I need you to listen to me. And after we had that conversation, I noticed, like, wow, like, he's really giving me everything that I never received when I was younger, right? So it's the same concept with you guys. That's what he's trying to say. Like, you've been struggling for so long. You've been through so much warfare for so long. And, it doesn't mean the warfare is going to stop. Of course we want the warfare to stop. But as long as we're on this path and we're following Christ and we are doing the right things, the devil's always going to find new people, new levels, new devils, right? But at the same time, that doesn't mean that God is not going to upgrade you along your journey. It doesn't mean that he's not going to bless you and give you the things that he feels you deserve. The Lord said, I will give you your heart's desires. As long as it's according to his will, God will give it to you, right? So when you receive what it is that God has for you, don't feel like you are unworthy. Don't question God, like, are you sure, God? Are you sure, God? No. Embrace it. Embrace the change. Okay? And just know that if he said it's for you, it's for you. Okay? I love you guys. Bye.